my petty pet peeve for this episode is it's Pew 1 through 3. Okay, I'm gonna just say it. Pew 1 through 3. They are the Karens of the church house. They are the Karens of the church.
Hey, who you know hella cold with a heart of gold? Slick was slipping in some gems when the shade thrown. Hit you with knowledge and polish, pushing the positive, steady, petty, plotting with the thought you get something out of it. That petty like a second language, speaking it fluently. Effortless with finesse to a T smoothly. Guiding you from breakdowns to breakthroughs per usually. Poetically petty, that's so juicy.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, That's So Juicy, and welcome back to another episode of the Poetically Petty podcast. Now, first off, let me go ahead and just start off by saying, my bad, y'all. We definitely did not have an episode last week, and that's because a lot was going, life be lifing. A lot was going on. My guest actually got sick and couldn't record, and then I wasn't feeling well, like migraines, and baby, I was not about to sit in front of this mic and this camera with these lights blasting on me from all directions when I had a migraine. So I do apologize, but that just gave y'all time to catch up because I know y'all haven't been watching all the episodes, okay? Y'all ain't even know I was on season 2, but that's okay because I do like to binge watch the podcast that I watch. So hopefully you guys are able to binge watch this podcast as well and catch up on some things. But yes, we are on season 2, you guys, and I still have a lot of guests that are waiting. Now listen, they be busy too, so we gonna keep it rolling and rocking. You understand? I get it. People's lives be busy. But I do have some amazing guests that are going to be showcasing themselves at some point on this podcast, whether it's this season, a season later down the line, maybe next year. But I do have some guests, y'all. So make sure y'all stay tuned in. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps the channel and share it out to somebody, y'all. Like somebody might like this. But y'all know when it's just me, I don't have to introduce a guest or anything. So we're going to hop right into it. And y'all already know what my favorite segment is. If you don't know what my favorite segment is, like, I don't know what you've been watching. But we're going to jump right into the first segment. And this is called Petty Pet Peeves. I might get canceled this episode. I might get canceled, and y'all only gonna do it so that y'all don't get in trouble with your church. But y'all be agreeing too, okay? Especially them PKs. Them PKs, y'all already know. But understand that all my pet peeves, majority of my pet peeves, I have a reason for them. So we gonna get into this reason. But I know this is a bit petty, but I'm gonna tell y'all this is my pet peeve, and this goes back to church, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. I don't even know how to word this. So my petty pet peeve for this episode is this is a church edition. It's Pew 1 through 3. Okay, I'm gonna just say it. Pew 1 through 3. Okay. And y'all already know. Y'all know. Yeah, if you go to church, you know, and I ain't talking about these new churches, okay? I ain't talking about these mega churches. I'm talking about the old school church, red pew, no air conditioning, okay? They got the red hymn books and the Bibles, and they all got missing pages, and kids was coloring them that pew 1 through 2. And my pet peeve with that pew, with those pews, is that they real stuck up and they mean. They be mean. Like them elders be mean. And they don't care what age you are. They're going to be mean. And I'm talking about the ones that really get to me. And it's petty. I don't care. I don't care. I have my reasons. But the ones that really get to me is like the mean sticklers. They're like the stickler mamas. The ones that stick to everything has a place and there's no room for nothing else. Okay. They not deviating from the plan. They don't care what year it is. They don't care how old you is or how old they are. This is the way we do it. We not changing it. And no. And I'm gonna tell y'all why this is a pet peeve for mine because times have changed and sometimes things don't fit. And it's okay. But that mean stickler in pew 1, 2, or 3, you know what I'm saying? That one elder, okay, she be so mad. That's the one that's coming around and be like, gum, give it here. Give me your gum. Like, ma'am, it's a cough drop and I'm sick. I'm trying not to just, I made it to church, but I need my cough drop. I need my cough drop. Like, I need you to relax. Mm-mm. You take it out there. Like, ma'am. Like, what? I understand, but like, it's 2025, and I am like trying not to be coughing because I'm trying to get the word, and I can't hear back there. Ain't no overflow. You know what I'm saying? It ain't streaming nowhere. I gotta be up here. I gotta be in the sanctuary to get the word. And I'm in the back. I'm in the back. All right. I'm off to the side. I ain't breathing on nobody, but like, can I keep my cough drop? You be having your peppermints. Like, them are the ones that's a pet peeve because I'm just like, oh my gosh, they are the Karens of the church house. They are the Karens of the church sometimes. And I just be like, how you see me from way over there? You supposed to be ushering that side. How you see me from way over here, Sister Eldridge? Like, I don't understand how you even seen that. It's a cough drop. Like, I ain't smacking on it. I ain't just like, what we doing? Are you paying attention? I'm telling Pastor because you ain't paying attention. Like, you not. You not. They do though because they go to early service and then they come later so they can be mean at the normal service, and they just be that's their only purpose there is just to like hall monitor, police the sanctuary. Like they really be mean, and that's one of my pet peeves. And I'm about to tell y'all why because I feel the judgment already. I didn't even upload the video, but I just know y'all are judging me. Mhm. I said it's a petty pet peeve, okay? It's not it's petty. I get it. But they be petty. They be petty first. So I don't they be petty. I love them. I love them to death. The church will not operate without them, okay? I'm not taking nothing away from what they be doing. But some stuff they just be like overdoing it. Like, ma'am, I need you to relax. And it's only the women. It's only the women, okay? And then the rest of the people in the pew, they be the ones telling sometime. I be seeing y'all. They be the ones telling because the usher come up there and they lean and then they be like this, like, yeah, because and then they look and they be like, yeah, yeah. And they be like pointing and then they come over there and talk to you. Like, what did they? How you all the way up there, but you see what we doing back here? We ain't bothering you. You just up there snitching, all right? And then you got the ones that's real bougie with the big hats. I can't see. I can't see. I like to see. You know what I'm saying? I can't I wear glasses. I can't hear if I can't see. You know what I mean? Sometimes I can't hear if I can't see. If you wear glasses, you get it because the moment your glasses get knocked off, you can't hear nothing because you can't see. So when my view is obstructed by this big hat, you look nice, but I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the military. When you go indoors, you got to take your hat off. I just feel like when you sit down in pew 1 through 3, you should just take your hat off if it's like crazy big and set it on your lap or something like that because like I ain't gonna say set it on the floor, but set it on your lap. Even the little thing, y'all know the churches that got the little thing where you can kneel down, you pull it down. If you know, you know. I'm talking about red pew churches. Maybe these young kids don't understand because they churches all updated, but the old school red pew churches that had the little thing that flopped down in front of you and you kneel, when you go to pray, them just put it on there. Like we can't see, sis. I feel like sis is disrespectful to the elders. I didn't mean that disrespect. But we can't see. That's another one of my church pet peeves. But like they be the ones snitching, minding everybody business. Y'all not paying attention. Like you watch the first service, go home. Like you just here to pick with people. Go home and stop being petty. I don't understand. It's always the ladies. I haven't seen a man. I'm not saying that they don't. I ain't saying they don't. I haven't had a run-in with one of the men in pew 1 through 2. But pew 1 through 3, that's my pet peeve. Y'all be bothering me. Then you got the ones that's real bougie and stuck up and it's just like, you can't sit this seat is saved. Like, no, it's not saved. Yo, usher back there, the one that told me to come up here. Like, save for who? Save for who? Like they just be y'all, they be doing the most sometimes, and I just be like, this is why I be streaming church sometime. This is why. Because like why we being petty? We only gonna be here. Well, it's a black church. We might be there for an hour and a half just for the sermon. And then the choir has 2 concerts. So like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? But like, why y'all be doing that? Why y'all be you supposed to come as you are, okay, respectfully, of course. But like it be the little y'all just be nitpicking with everybody. Like, why you bothering me? I ain't bothering nobody. I'm quiet, I'm meek, I'm mild, got my little Bible. You know what I'm saying? I just come to get the word, especially when it's like, y'all be nice in the beginning. Okay, when it's a new church, but when it's your home church and they know your grandma and them, they be really picking with you. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. And then when they call after church, right, and talk for 4 hours, they be exaggerating the story. I'm like, that's not even what happened, granddad. Like, that ain't even what happened. You know me. Does that sound like me? Like that ain't what happened. But I don't like the Karens of the church house. And like I said, they usually in pew 1 through 3. So that's my pet peeve. And let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. This stems from a childhood trauma. And I know, I'll go to therapy for it. Don't worry about what I be doing. But this is why. So when I was about 5, I was about 5 or 6, I think, and I was supposed to go to children's church. And I was like, I don't really mess with them kids like that. Like I don't really mess with them. Like I don't messes with exhibit. Let me stay here with my mama because I mess with her. You know what I mean? I don't know them kids like that. So I didn't want to go. My mom was like, "Bet she don't gotta go. She good." Like, that's the thing. Like, I was a good kid, y'all. I didn't cry. I wasn't whining. I was very mature. So my mom like, she can sit here. They was like, "Well, she not gonna understand." And my mom's like, "She's 5." I was like 5 or 6. I ain't gonna hold you. I might have been 6, but I was very, very mature. My mom's like, "She's good," and always looked young. So they was like, "Why are you leaving her in here? Like, she's not gonna understand it. She doesn't know what's going on. Send her to children's church so she can color." Get a couple snacks or whatever. And I'm like, I'm staying with my mom. They were so mad. But nonetheless, they let me stay because I was tied to my mom's hip. Literally, I was hugging that thigh. Like, you're not taking me. I don't know you. Stranger danger. So I stay, right? And y'all know, if you've ever, I don't know if every church does this, okay? But y'all, most black churches do. So if you've ever, like, been to a black church, at the end, they do like the benediction and they'll, do the call. They'll call you to the altar if you want to get prayed for, you want to get saved, anything like that, right? So my mom goes up there and it's like, I need this many people to come forward today. So she go up there and she like, stay here. I'm like, all right, cool, we chilling. I've been chilling this whole time. It's a vibe in this church. I like the quiet, you know what I'm saying? I like music. I'm like, hey, hey, it's a vibe. I ain't tripping. You go do your thing. I don't know what they calling for. I don't think I need it though. So you go ahead. Ain't no kids in here, so I'm gonna stay here in a child's place. Yeah, she go up there, right? And they up there, they got their hands raised, they like this, they praying. The pastor walking, he putting his hand on everybody's forehead and he praying for them. He's like, I rebuke you and this. And I'm sitting there like, this don't look right. What's going on? And they're like, yeah, everybody stand up. Yeah. And I'm like, let me go ahead and get up and see because everybody's standing up. Let me stand up too. So I'm standing up and y'all, I'm in pew 1 through 3. Okay. That's how I know. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. But I'm up there, right? And I'm looking and he gets there. My mom is like, so he walks in the middle. My mom is like the second or third person from where he's at in the middle, right? So he talks to the first person, he goes to the first person. It's your younger boy, but he's not a kid. So he puts his hand on him and everything like that. Or no, it's an older lady. It was a lady first. She falls. And I'm like, oh, everybody just sitting there. I'm like, now I'm alert, okay? Because my mama in his line. He goes to the boy, the younger boy. He's like a teenager or a young adult. I don't know, but I know he's not a kid, but he's an, older person. He does the same thing to him. And when he goes to him, he's like, oh, he trying to push him, they pushing and mushing you, and everybody falling back and crying and all of that, right? And the mean ladies I've been talking about, they walking around, they got the little prayer cloths and throwing the blankets over them and all that, right? So he's like, "Oh, this one's a little tougher." So he mushing him harder. He's just like, but he ain't falling. So the pastor's like, "I need some help with this," and he pushes him, and the boy they like, "Just fall." I'm like, "What are we doing? What's happening?" So then he just kind of fall, but he don't really fall back. You know what I mean? He cool. He just like, all right. Then he gets to my mama. I'm like, this man about to do this. Like, it's okay, sweetie. I'm like, don't touch me. Every time one of y'all touch somebody, they falling out. I'm like, don't touch me. I don't know what y'all doing in here, man. So it gets to my mom. My mom's already crying. I'm like, ah, let me up. What kind of air they got up there? No, what are we doing? Right. So my mom goes and he's doing this, right, y'all. My heart is pounding. I still remember this. And I was just like, I don't like this. I don't like what's going on in here. I don't like the vibe in here. I don't like the energy didn't completely change. I don't like this, right? And then I remember um my grandfather telling me something about you be letting them pray for you. Don't be letting people pray for you. And I'm like, wait, I never understood it, right? I'm a kid. My grandfather used to be talking to me like I was a 22-year-old, right? I'm 5. But that was the homie. So anyway, he gets to my mom, he's doing that, and then he touched my mom, and then he was like, I rebuke you in the name of, and my mom falls back. Baby, when I tell you I got up quick and hurtled over these pews and I ran to my mom and like, oh no. Y'all, I'm not even I'm not. They like, get her. I'm like, ah, ah, Heisman on them. Okay. Nobody's touching me. Don't touch me, ma'am. No. I get to my mom and she like, I get to her and I'm like, Mommy, you okay? You okay? And she's speaking in tongues. Oh, no. When I tell you that scared the living daylight out of me, I'm trying not to cuss because we talking about church, but that scared out of me. What my mama was fine when she came up here, okay? She came up here and she was fine, and you made her cry. You just made her cry because you walked down the stairs, okay? Then you touching everybody and they falling out. Now she's speaking a different language. I'm like, mm-mm. When I tell y'all they come over there, it's like, oh yeah, she's something like, yeah, we got to get these demons out of her. When I tell you, I covered my mom, I laid on her, I covered her head, and I was smacking all day. I was like, don't touch her. No, no, no. And I'm hugging my mom, like, you okay? You gonna be okay. You gonna be okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's like, it's okay, sweetie. I'm like, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't. Stop. Ah. Yeah, when I tell y'all I was dodging saints like I was dodging bullets, cause what is y'all doing? Don't touch me. I don't know what y'all doing, but I see what y'all did to these folks out here. Everybody laid out. Okay, he kept going at some point, and then somebody on the other end blessing the others. Everybody laid out on the ground, and you think I'm gonna let you touch me? No, I'm trying to be respectful, but absolutely not. So my mom ends up I don't know, coming to whatever. And she's like, I'm okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay. Just sit down. I said, mm-mm. Now you and I both know better than that. I am not. And we not coming back to this church because I don't know what they be doing in here. I ain't never seen this before. Like, no. Y'all, we go back next Sunday. Oh my God. I ain't really have no pool like that. I'm 5. Like, I'm 5. We go back next Sunday and it's like, okay, it's time to go to children's church. And they like, come on, man. I beg your finest pardon. No, ma'am. I bet I don't ever leave my mom in here. But this what y'all be doing when I'm gone in children's church, coloring and eating snacks and shit? No, it's not happening. When I tell y'all, this lady was so mean to me and so mad at me and yelling at my mom because I would not go to children's church. I'm like, and I ain't. I'm never going back there. I'm not. Well, did she come into children's church too? Because I don't like what y'all adults be doing up in here. We up out. Me and mom are out. Like, no, ma'am. I don't remember ever going back to that church. My mom probably went back, but she definitely did not take me. And I was so mad. And like that lady was like, you need to go. And she was like trying to drag me. They was like, it's okay. They like picking me up. And I'm like, now I'm not a crier, but I'm about to act a fool because I'm scared. I'm like, I'm not leaving my mom here. In my mind, I saved her. Okay. I just saved my mama. I'm not leaving her with you people. No. Like she'll be fine. I think one Sunday they actually did, like my mom made me, like she yelled at me, took me to children's church, sat there with me for a little bit, and then dipped out on me while I was like in my zone coloring or something. And I looked up like, where the she dipped. That's how she used to leave me at my dad's house too. I learned her tricks after a while. But she dipped on me, y'all. I was like, I ain't going back. I told my grandfather, he was like, you don't be letting them people touch you and pray on you. Because I told on her. Sure did. Sure did tell my mama. Because how dare you go back to this church after what happened? And how dare you let them people take me? Like, why would you leave me with them? I needed to be there to protect you, woman, and you let them take me, like, and then you drop me off and trick me? I'm telling. Sure did. Definitely told on her. And my grandfather was like, "Mm-mm. You don't be letting people don't let all them people touch. I ain't saying everybody in the church is bad, but everybody in the church ain't good. Don't be letting them touching you." And I was like, word, I'm with you because I ain't like that. I don't know what that was. I don't like it. Then they start trying to bring decoy friends and trying to make me make friends with little kids. Like what I'm telling y'all, they brought in the Calvary to get me out of that church. They brought in other kids. They brought the lady that teaches us, like, come on. She was all nice and sweet. I was like, that was like their version of Miss Honey. If you watch Matilda, I was like, mm-hmm. And she's like, we got snacks. Well, bring them over here. Like, what? Ma'am, snacks are portable. Bring it here. What are we doing? I'm not leaving my mom. Then they brought a kid that I knew from school or like my mom's friend or something like that. Had her come in there and sit with me. And she was like, "This is boring. Do you want to go to children's church?" I said, "No, you can go. I'm gonna stay right here." But like what it was like a timeshare. They just kept bringing different, you know what I'm saying? Bringing more people. And then finally the mean lady came and was like, "You gotta go. You can't be in here. The kids can't be in here." I was like, "You a lie, because I've been in here for weeks at a time. Y'all ain't said nothing until y'all touched my mama and did whatever y'all did to her." And I just feel like in my mind she ain't been right ever since. So I bet I don't go. So then the lady took me. I'm kicking and screaming and crying. Eventually, my mom had to come to the back and tell me to knock it the F off. And I went to children's church. Then the following week, my mom took me to children's church and she dipped out on me, y'all. So yeah, this is where my trauma and my pet peeve come from. Cause even though I'm an adult, them ladies still be messing with people. Like I didn't have to go to children's church, ma'am. You just wanted me there because that's what y'all do. Kids go to, you know what I'm saying? It's a place. Kids go to children's church at this time, and everybody need to get up out. There don't need to be no kids. Why? I'm not bothering nobody. Leave me alone. Yeah, so that's my pew 1 through 3. That's my pet peeve for the church. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care. God know my heart, and he be judging y'all too. Some of the biggest the hypocrites be in the first, pew 1, 2, and 3. Don't be judging me. I got a reason. I have trauma because of those pews. All right. I don't know why we in there. My mom always wanted to be up there. Like why? I don't want to sit up here with them. They mean to me all the time. They mean to me. I can't have my candy and snacks and stuff, but you can have all them little candies and mints and stuff in your purse, and they taste like cigarettes. I'm telling. Yeah, that was me. But y'all, that is my petty pet peeve. Y'all let me. Am I tripping? Am I right or am I petty? Because I know if you know, I'm talking about again red pew churches, pew 1 through 3. And if you third shift, if y'all know, y'all know. If you third shift, okay, if you a fan of Samo music himself, we gotta get Samo on the pod. Y'all know pew 1 through 3. I just thought about it. Y'all know them, okay. And we ain't gonna. I'm gonna talk about it later. But y'all know because y'all got it at y'all church too, low key. Even the mega churches be like that too. Y'all low key, okay? And it's not always the first lady, it's not always her, but sometimes it be her. And I think it's a generation thing, it's usually the elders, like the really older ones or the ones that like very, very churchy. Yeah, them be the ones that I just be like, no, don't talk to me. Stay away from me if it's not important. We don't got to talk about it. And it's all because you had my mom out here looking crazy and I didn't understand it. All right. I probably should have been in children's church, but like I ain't have to go. You made it seem like it was law. It was not law. And I was comfortable with my mama. So that's my pet peeve, y'all. That is my petty pet peeve for this episode. And I don't care if y'all judge me. Because while y'all judging, y'all know what's true. All right. You can judge me, but just be like, you right. It's true, but you ain't supposed to speak on it. I'll accept that. Tell me that it's true, but we just not supposed to talk about it outside. You know what I mean? And I'll take that. I accept that. That's cool. But I'm right. Okay. Maybe a little petty, but I'm absolutely right. And I'm cool with that. That's it. But y'all, I am going to go ahead and we just gonna jump right into I don't got no segue. I don't got nothing. We gonna go right into the next segment, and this is called Petty Confessions. I got a petty confession, and this applies to everybody. I don't care who you are, where you are, or what you mean to me. When I am in the middle of a concert, baby, I'm hanging up like Peppa Pig. You hear me? But cause why you calling me? Y'all always, it's like y'all know. And you call me right on the good part. And I promise you, whatever, like, I don't even care if the excuse makes sense. I just need to get off the phone. And I gotta run it back a little bit because you like messing up my concert, especially when I'm on the road. Like my commute from home, don't call me. Mm-mm. Between 4 and 5:30. Don't call me. Text me first, and I'll call you back if I ain't. But that's my commute home. All right, it varies. I might be out at 4, 4:30, or 5. Just don't call me between 4 and 5:30, Monday through Friday. Okay, y'all. It's just like y'all know. It's just like cause I be sitting there. Okay, I didn't clear my throat. I done got me a nice little sip of water, and I'm about to hit this notes, and then I'm like, why the music stop? And then you call him. What you doing? Oh my God. And if I answer and it's just like, what you doing? I'm pissed. I'm hanging up. You better answer and be like, hey, look, real quick, are you busy? Because listen, y'all don't never want anything, nothing. Just be like, oh my God. When I'm in the shower, I can't even get out and change the song or ignore your call. Now I'm really mad. Now I'm really mad because it's a long pause. Then y'all be calling right back. Baby, text me. Leave a voicemail. Give me a chance to call you back or see I missed the call. Don't hang up and call right back because it's never an emergency. Never. When I'm in the gym, I don't be singing in the gym, but in my head, I am performing. Okay? I'm walking real fast on this treadmill because, baby, I'm out here getting it. Getting it. Like, why you interrupting me? But in the car, y'all, I promise you, if I answer the phone, I'm giving, you don't want nothing, I'm giving every excuse. Now, some of y'all have heard these excuses before, okay? Some of y'all did it today, yesterday, last week. Y'all I'm like, what? Y'all gonna see this and be like, so when I had, yes, mm-hmm, absolutely. Because why did you do that? I'd be like, let me call you back. I'm using my GPS. Girl, you going home. You know how to get home from work. Mm-mm. As a detour, it's traffic and a delay. I had get off on the wrong exit and it's talking to me. I gotta hang up. I'm sorry. It's my GPS. I gotta turn in like 0.2 miles and I don't know which way to go. So I gotta get up off this phone. Sure did. Ain't no GPS on, ain't no traffic. It's smooth sailing. But guess what? You gotta get up off this phone. Cause like my part is now I gotta go back. Like I be having like a nice my playlist be nice. Maybe not to y'all, okay? And I you gotta go. Like I be like, hey, I was in the shower. I be sometimes I don't even answer. My bad, I was in the shower. No, what? I'm sitting here eating cereal. Eating cereal was not in the shower. Okay. You can't tell. You don't know. You ain't here. You don't live here. You about to check on me. Like, mm-mm. I'm like, oh my bad. I ain't even my phone be on silent. Oh, snap. Rome gonna see this episode like, you see, you petty. Anyway, I'd be like, I didn't even hear my phone. I wasn't even by it. I didn't even see it ringing. That's crazy. What's that? It's a whole hour later because once that song went off, I had said I was gonna call you back, but then the next song was fire, and I was like, oh my god. And then that song came up, and then the next song was you know what I'm saying? I be out here, okay? I be having choreography and stuff too. And then when that song went off, it was an old school song, and I remember making up a dance to this, okay? If y'all from the hometown, y'all know we had style show, fashion shows, and you know what I'm saying? I know all the choreography, okay? Everybody in the club get tipsy. Like you just don't know what's going on over here when you interrupted me. So I'm just gonna say, let me call you right back. I got food on the stove. No, I don't. I'm outside. I'm giving any excuse to get off this phone so I can finish my concert. Like, you don't even want anything. You don't want anything. Oh, let me call you back. This dude calling me. This the one I like. Who? Ain't nobody calling me. My phone is dry. Okay. I had to unblock scam likely just to get my phone to do something. Okay. Make sure it was working. My phone is dry. But guess what? During the concert season, all right, my phone is popping and I gotta call you back. My battery about to die. No, it's not. It's on charge. I'm working out. No, you're not. You're twerking out. I mean, it's a workout, but like I promise you, whatever is going to get me off the phone, and it depends on who I'm talking to. Because if I say it to like my sister or my mom, they'd be like, "So anyway." If I say it to my best friend, she'd be like, "Oh my God, I'm about to buy you some AirPods because like I don't care you're in the shower." My best friend will get in the shower and keep the conversation going. I'd be like, "So it's my concert time. I gotta go to the phone." I'm like, "All right, I'm about to get in the shower. I'm gonna call you back." She'd be like, "Why?" I'm like, I gotta get in the shower. So you don't got headphones? I'll be like, bro, we not even talking about nothing. I'm trying to, then I'll be honest, like, bro, I'm about to have this concert. And she'd be like, well, I'll DJ. Like, girl, love her. Love, love, love her. But y'all, it don't matter. It don't matter. I'm getting off the phone. And it's while we are on the topic of music, this ain't even a segment, but it should be, it might be. And when I have like musically inclined guests on here, I might do this as a segment. Y'all let me know. But let's talk about petty music. Baby, I love me a good petty song, okay? Don't be the ones that I be ignoring y'all for. Cause Dave Hollister, baby, I love when a man is fed up, okay? I love when a man is fed up. Anybody is fed up and they going through stuff. So what is the song? It's Dave Hollister. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get the lyrics and make sure. Another petty song is "You Ain't My Daddy, Shut Up." You ain't my daddy, shut up. Baby, what y'all know about that song? What y'all know about this song? Mm, The way them kids was disrespectful, okay? Them kids was out here like, don't talk to me. That's my type of listen, that's the songs I be in the car like the little peanuts from Proud Family. Listen, getting it, okay? I be singing the wrong words and everything. And I don't care. I don't care. But let me tell you, I'm gonna just read these lyrics to y'all. Because when I tell you my mans was fed up, the way the song came on, he was just like, why are you even talking to me? Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Because I know y'all like, girl, what? I just thought about it and I ain't have it pulled up. I did not have it pulled up. Hold on. All right, y'all. So if y'all know Dave Hollister, we had to get this pulled up, okay? Uh, Dave Hollister has a song called Favorite Girl, right? When I tell you this man was fed up with this woman, and this is the type of songs that I be in a car going off to. Okay. This man, I'm gonna sing it a little bit, but I'm gonna read this. This is the type of artist, this is the type of petty I like in your artistry. I know y'all like thinking Big Sean, like, I don't fuck with you, but that was petty too. But this right here is my type of petty. Just this we ain't even gonna go that deep into songs. Y'all let me know if y'all want to do this more and we'll make a segment for it. But this right here, because this is what I was listening to today, and I was just like, bruh, I had to run it back. I put my phone on do not disturb for this one, okay? Because I had a whole concert, I acted out and everything. But this song starts with this man says, "What's wrong with your shady ass?" Yeah. Like, what? That's how you gonna come out the gate, Dave? Like, you just gonna like, and men typically don't, well, these men nowadays do, but men typically be trying to, be all right. Like, go on, shorty, go ahead, man. Like, man, chill, bruh. Like, leave me alone. This man said, "What's wrong with your shady ass? Waking me up early in the morning, still yawning. Don't you know a ninja have sleep? So why the hell you keep on paging me?" When I tell you, first of all, he's sick of you, you shady, and you woke him up and you know he's sleeping. You gonna keep calling? That's how I felt when people was calling me in the middle of my concert. Okay, I ignored all y'all today. I don't care if y'all see this. All y'all got ignored, and then I put it on Do Not Disturb, okay? Because I felt like Dave, and I had to keep restarting it. Like, why you keep calling me when I'm in the middle of a concert? But that's what he said. He said, waking me up early in the morning, still yawning. Don't you know a ninja half sleep? So why the hell you keep on paging me? I told you once before. I'm gonna tell you once again, don't you call no more. Listen, my man's was fed up with Shorty, okay? Y'all gotta go listen to this song. If you know, you know. But he was like, bruh, he said, do you think this is a game? Why you keep testing me? You keep on stressing me. Leave me alone. When a man sings, leave me alone. And at the end of the song, if y'all know, he was like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Gotta go. Stop calling me. I wish I can play the song for y'all, but I don't want YouTube to be like, y'all, we don't want no copyright, all right? But Dave Hollister, my favorite girl. He says, you keep calling me all night long, just constantly interrupting. Can't you see? I'm with my favorite girl. Like, stop calling. That's how I be feeling. Okay, I'm doing this because he fed up and a little petty in the song, and I like that. But that's how I be feeling when y'all interrupting my concerts, man. Like, do y'all understand? The other day I was listening to Mint Condition and After Seven, and y'all was calling me, constantly interrupting. Like, you keep on testing me. Leave me alone. That's how I felt. Like every time I ignore y'all call, just understand when you call me in the middle of a concert. Every time I ignore your call, I swipe it. I ain't got no swipe, I be hanging it up. But for the dramatic effect, I'd be like, leave me alone. I do. And I absolutely be lying about what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's a little white lie. Like, you ain't hurt. Definitely be lying about how busy I was and why I didn't answer your call. But I mean, it is what it is. Okay. I don't care. That's my petty confession. And just know that the moment I have a child, I'm like, the baby hung up on you. Absolutely blaming this child. This absolutely. What? What? And then when I'm pregnant, oh, I was asleep. I was in the bathroom. I don't care. Whatever. All of that. Absolutely. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, you petty juice. I sure am. I like music. Don't want to be bothered. Ain't nothing wrong with me either. I'm not mad. I ain't in the mood. Sometimes I just don't want to talk. Like I physically do not feel like opening my mouth. They be like, but you on social media because I don't have to actually use anything but my fingers and my eyes. But like do y'all like sometimes I really there's nothing wrong with me. I'm not mad, I'm not angry. I don't feel like talking. I just don't feel like talking. You can text me, I will send you 8 paragraphs, okay? I just don't there won't be no voice notes. There won't be no voice notes. I don't want to answer the phone. Like I can still text and scroll while my music is playing. But if I'm talking to you, I can't hit the parts I want to hit because then I'm being rude, interrupting your story, whatever you're talking about. And sometimes I'm listening to good music and y'all call me with a sad story. And I'm like, hmm. Or vice versa. I'm listening to sad music and you call me hype and I'm like, bro, I'm trying to cry on a song like Trey songs. Okay, like you gotta go. I'm listening to In Vogue, Deborah Cox. They sad. We listening to 90s R&B. I gotta be here so I can hit these notes. Okay, I'm listening to. Do y'all know about Stokely Mint Condition? We listen to Jodeci. Like I gotta forever my lady. Okay, Beauty is her name. Drew Hill, they be crying too. Like I gotta stay in this mood so that my concert is delivered properly. Ain't nobody watching me, but in my mind, okay, I'm a Pisces. Y'all always talk about we Delulu. Let me be Delulu in peace over here in my concert next to Chris Brown. Yep. Cause it's on and popping. Ain't no way. Okay, all of these songs. Popping is my song. What? What? Beg for it? Oh my God, baby, the routine I got for beg for it? I need every, like, you can't interrupt this. I don't care if I got it playing on a different device. Like, I can't answer. I am busy. I rehearsed all week for this. That is my petty confession, y'all. And I know y'all be doing it too. If you related to me, you do it. You do it too. So don't blame me and don't judge me because I'm pretty sure I've gotten ignored by a lot of y'all when I call because you was in the middle of a concert. So like some of y'all, I be with y'all when y'all be ignoring other people. Like we do it together. So don't judge me too hard. Okay. Just laugh, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what's your top three songs, y'all, all of y'all. It can be this week because it's really hard to pick songs. This week, what has been your top three songs that you've been having on rotate that you aren't picking up the phone? Like you're getting ignored when these songs are playing. I'm gonna tell you what mine are. The first one is Mint Condition, You Send Me Swinging. That has been like all day. What else was it? I was listening to Dave. Yeah, I already said that, so we ain't gonna say that. I was listening to After Seven. Can't stop. I feel I'm digging on you, you digging on me, we digging on we. Yeah. But every time I hear Sarah smile, I immediately go to the Boondocks. Cannot answer because now I got to play out the song and the episode. Like, no, not answering. What else was I listening to? Shout out to Josh. I know always listening to me some Jazz W music. I was listening to him, but there's another person, y'all. This is a new song. Let's do this. We're gonna do the old songs, okay? But I'm gonna put you onto a new song that I've been listening to this week. This is not really a segment. We just talking. But shout out to there is a gentleman called his name is Patrick Cage. Shout out to him. But he has a song called Weighted Blanket, and y'all, it's such a vibe. Such a vibe. It's called Weighted Blanket. First of all, I already told him, but he had me at thick and heavy. He'd be like, I like it thick and heavy, like a weighted blanket. Y'all go listen to it. That has been on repeat. Like that's been on repeat in Mud. I know what that's for. Mind your business. I listen. Isn't it in the rush? Mm. I said, baby, I'm a dog. I'm a mud. I'm a dog, I'm a mud. Y'all, that song, I don't know what it is. Soon as the beat dropped, he said, and then they, yeah, vibing. I can't answer the phone. Like, do y'all hear me? Like, listen to the songs I was listening to though. You send me swinging, oh, you send me swinging. He said, when I'm with you. I fall deeper in love. This feeling is the one thing my heart is sure of. So I wait for the night. Like, what? You think I'm stopping for that? And don't let me get on a goofy movie because Powerline. Mm, 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 yeah, yeah. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, yeah. Listen, eye to eye. I, mm-hmm. I know that you'll understand. Y'all about to hang this podcast up if I keep saying. But come on, like, come. You hear the songs. You hear like what? After seven? Come on now. Like what? What? Chris Brown beg for it? Like. Don't get me started on it. I want to sit on it. I cannot answer at any part during that song. Like what? Coco Jones when she did her little what? I'm not answering. I'm not answering. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'm not answering. So look, that's my confession. It may be petty. I don't care. I'm not changing that. Some of the pet peeves I've mentioned, confessions. I'm like, I'm gonna work on that. after watching it. I'm not working on this. Y'all work on understanding that if I don't answer right away, you need to send me a text message. And if I see it's important, I'll pause my concert, at least finish the song out, and then call you back. Other than that, just wait a second. Like, just wait. Just wait. The concerts don't even be that long sometimes. Just give me a minute. Let me knock these 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 songs out, and I'm gonna call you back. Like, you all right. It's all right. It's fine. But anyway, y'all, we are coming to the end of the podcast. And y'all know I always like to end on a positive note. Yeah, I said I don't like Pew 1 through 3. I love them, but I don't always like them, right? Yeah, we said that, okay? I definitely be hanging up on y'all and blocking y'all for a quick second and nothing be wrong. I be lying a little bit, just a little bit. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing too serious. But ultimately, I'm a good person. So we're gonna get right into the next segment called Poetically Positive. Y'all, I know I said petty pet peeves is my favorite segment, okay? That's just like I had a lot of them. I got a lot of them, right? And when other people come on the show and they say theirs, I don't feel so bad about me having so many because they be pettier than me. But this probably is my favorite segment ultimately because I always like to leave you guys with a positive note. And a lot of you have responded more to this segment than a lot of the others. Like I get messages, text messages, DMs or whatever, and people love this segment. They say it hit home, it just resonated with them or they needed to hear it. And I absolutely love when my guests come on because some of the stuff they say I need to hear. You know what I mean? It's a different perspective. So this probably is my overall favorite segment, Poetically Positive. So let me start by saying, like, if you watched not last week, but the last episode, I had a little moment where it's a little bit of a tearjerker, a little bit, right? But you guys, this isn't the message, but this is a message, okay? Make sure you watch the full story before you judge, okay? Make sure you pay attention to the whole picture, right? Before you judge a segment of it. So that was a little clip. And while I appreciate all the feedback, everybody checking up on me, there was some negative ones, but we ain't even worried about that. But those, even though I was like frustrated in that moment, thinking about it, those were tears of joy. Thug tears. Okay, be clear, they were thug tears. But they were more so tears of like happiness because I'm past that now. But it's still made me emotional to think that I remember how I felt. I remember where I was in life during those moments where those things were bothering me. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you guys have to go back and watch the previous episode to know what I mean. But those were tears of like I'm past this, like, like, man, I was really down bad and I remember feeling this way and I remember the pain I felt and I remember the hurt, but we're past that now. Had you watched the whole thing, you would know that I said, I'm past this now. And my advice to you guys, because I said all those things to so that it'll resonate with people that feel that way. So they can be like, man, that's how I feel. Because sometimes you can give positive advice, but they're just like, oh, that doesn't apply to me. Like, especially if they see you outside of the storm, right? And they're just like, well, I'm in the midst of the storm. So that's not for me because she's never been down. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. You're just seeing me up here now. You ain't seen me here because who was she then? But because I'm up here a little bit more, my light is shining a little brighter and it's touching people a little further. Okay. When the sun is setting and it's down here, it don't touch as much. But when it's up here, it shines more on things. It touches us a little more. Y'all seen the Lion King. You know what I'm talking about. But I need y'all to understand that like sometimes you have to tell the details of a story so that people it like if you want to inspire people and you want to help people, you have to go into those nitty-gritty details. You have to go into that dark space again and tell how you felt and where you were so people it'll resonate with them. They're like, "Oh my God, that's where I am," or "I was there," or "I feel like I'm going into that spot." So let me pay attention because she or he looks like they have it together, or he or she may have some advice for me to help me because I don't know what to do. So that's what that was, you guys. I'm completely fine. Again, I definitely appreciate all the positive words, everybody that reached out. That meant so much to me because that means I mean something to you guys, or at least, my mental health and all that means something to you. So a lot of people reached out and they actually gave me really good advice that, I mean, even though I'm not in that space anymore, it can still apply. Cause hell, I might end up in that space again somewhere in life. Who knows? You never know. This is a constant journey. It doesn't stop just because you've overcome an obstacle. There's another one up ahead. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to make that clear. But with that being said, this is the message I have. And I said this a while ago. People feel that because you are on the internet, okay, because you out here on Beyonce's internet and the interwebs and things and such, okay, that if they follow you, you owe them all of these explanations and you owe them every detail of your life. They feel like because you are on a platform where your page is public, any question, anything they want to know, you have to give it to them. They deserve that because they're here and your page is public. Says who? Like, says who? Baby, my page is public, not my life. You gonna get what I give you. Okay? Just like my mom used to say, you gonna get what I made. You want options for dinner? You what? You gonna get what I cooked. Okay? You gonna get what I made. This is what I have to offer. This is it. Unfollow. You understand me? Like, I'm not going to sit on here, and I wouldn't recommend it for anybody, but y'all do as you will. I'm not going to sit on here and display every detail of my life so that y'all already picking it apart and telling me that I'm wrong or right because I have preferences, or I choose to do something, or I choose not to do something. Y'all are already trying to drag me because I don't agree with what you agree with, or you don't agree with what I'm agreeing with. And that's fine. That's what opinions are for. Okay. We have different purposes and different walks of life for a reason. If everybody was doing the same thing, it would be boring as hell. And I'm not doing that. I've always been a person to go against the grain, right? I'm always going to do what I want to do or follow what I want to do because I am that person. I'm hard headed. Plain and simple. I'm hard headed, but I'm a person that likes to learn from experience, right? Now, I ain't stupid. I ain't going to go in here and run into this burning building and expect not to get burned. Like, no, no, I'm not going to run into that ass whooping. Like, you know what I mean? But at the same time, if I'm like, okay, I think this will work, I more than likely have a plan. I done drew this up, all of this, and I'm gonna follow through and see if it's gonna work. I'm a whole scientist, okay? There are steps, scientific method. I'm gonna try all of these, and when I get to the end, if the conclusion is not what I want it to be, guess what? You go back and you do it again. You do something different. You see where you went wrong, and you try it again. But the conclusion or the outcome is still the same for the most part, unless you get to it and you're like, you know what? This ain't really what I want. But I say all this to say that just because your page is public does not mean you owe these people anything. Okay. I made a post a while ago, a couple years ago. I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. And I just had to make it clear for some people because they were seeing me pop up here or friends with this person or I met this person in real life or I was vacationing with that person or they were, invited to my home or whatever the case may be. And then people were just like, oh, she's sneaking. She that. Oh, it's a sneaky link. It's a that. Y'all learn a new word and y'all run it in the ground, honey. But it was just like, oh, she's sneaking. That was the whole thing. Like, oh, I was sneaking and I was lying about this and that. What? Sneaking for what? Well, you were sneaking because we didn't know that you was gonna do this or be there or that y'all knew each other, and you didn't tell us, bitch. I don't know you. Like, I excuse my language, but we gonna get a little. You know what I'm saying? Let me get the shirt together because we gonna get a little. It's gonna get a little emotion up in here real quick because I need this to be very clear. Because what? Why do y'all think that because I didn't tell you something, a follower of mine whom I don't know? Okay. There's people in my family that live in my home that don't know everything about me. And there's not going to be, you are not my spouse. Okay. You're not my spouse. You're not my mother. You're not my family. And I'm a grown ass woman. I ain't got no kids. So why do you feel that I owe you an explanation about anything that's going on in my life? especially somebody I don't know. What? What? I'm sneaking because I didn't tell y'all. Bitch, I don't know y'all. You don't know me, clearly. To think that I was going to tell you what I was doing in my life. You going to get what I give. Okay? After I do me, and if I have some residuals and some leftovers, I will spill it onto my social media. But you trust and believe you're not going to get every detail about my life. And if you do get something that's in detail, it's definitely after it didn't happen already. I'm gone, honey. We on to the next big thing. This old news. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, you don't know. What? Sometimes everything is not a damn, it's not a secret. It's just none of your damn business. It's not a secret. If you see me out and I'm with this person or that person, or I got this on or that on, or I'm driving this or that, okay. You see me. How you doing? But just because I didn't broadcast it on my social media doesn't mean it's a secret. It's just none of your damn business. It's not. And for y'all to really think that I owe y'all anything, honey, is crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. What I owe y'all is what I've been giving y'all. And that's me, raw and unfiltered. But just because it's raw and unfiltered and uncensored doesn't mean it's everything. Okay? You're not getting everything. You're going to get what I give you. And if I want to put a little filter on it for a little razzle dazzle, whatever the case may be, or shield it or censor it, then that's on me. I don't owe you nothing. Don't owe you nothing, sweetheart. Okay. And that goes for y'all. Y'all don't owe these people nothing. This internet stuff is fake. Majority of it is fake. These people lying. They are on here in character. They clocked in, signed in, they put that uniform on, and they went to do what they do. But there are some people that genuinely get on here and they're themselves every time. But there's others who get on here and they're in character. That's their job. That's what they have to do. They don't owe you nothing either. Again, my page is public. That's it. My page is public. What I decide and choose to put on there when I decide to put it on there is up to me, not you. Nobody. That's me. This is my page. That's why all my stuff is called That's So Juicy. Okay? My nickname is Juicy. I was a juicy baby, my mama said. Okay? That's all it means. That's so me. And I did that because when I got on these platforms, you had to pick a niche. You had to fit into a community. You had to fit into a square. And I was like, I'm all of these things. I don't fit into nothing. I'm just on here to do me. That's so me. That's all it means. That means I don't have no niche, my niche, whatever you want to call it, is me. I'm just being myself. That's it. That's all. Take it or leave it, and you're going to get whatever I have left to give when I decide to give. But again, just because I don't post everything and you may catch me out in public and you see something that I didn't have on my page, does not mean it was a secret. It just means it wasn't your business. That's all. And if you, again, if you're not my spouse, I ain't got one. And if you're not my child, don't have one of those either. I don't owe you anything. Nothing. Like, why do you, what? And why would I spend my energy explaining that to anyone for more than a lot of amount of time that I give myself? Because I put myself on a limit. Because, baby, we can go all day. I go to toe to toe. I'd be like, Juice, get your ass out the comments. Why are you arguing with these people that don't mean nothing to you? Like, why are we doing that? Why? No, we're not doing that no more. I be having to tell myself, I be having to pull back. Okay. I have to remind myself. And some of my friends be like, girl, get your out the comments. I'm like, you are so right. I got, girl, I had time today and I just had got, in there. But no, my page is public. My platform is open, not my life, not my legs, sir. And some of the ma'ams too. I don't know. Please tell me what I am doing because never mind. But nothing else is open. Nothing else is public. You're going to get what I decide to give you. Okay? That's it. That's all. My life is not public. My page is public. That's what it is, okay? And stop thinking, y'all, you don't owe anybody anything. All right. And I'm sorry for any elders that is watching this, but I heard this a while ago differently. It was like a longer thing. And, I'd be liking the short and stuff. But like, here's the things that I decide to spend time on, right? When it's just like, why am I even giving this that much energy? This is how I decipher if it deserves my time and energy at all. Okay. If it don't make me money and it don't make me come, it just gotta go. Like, it don't deserve my energy. Okay. That's just what it is. And I've been celibate for 5 years, abstinent for 5 years. So like, if it ain't making me no money or pushing me closer to making some money, what are we doing? If I'm not, and I don't want it to just be money. If it's not giving me any knowledge, if I'm not gaining anything from it, why am I spending energy? Sir, I'm not about to argue with you about what I prefer and what you prefer. What am I going to argue with you for? About gender roles and what I want in a spouse and what you want in a spouse. I don't want you at all. I didn't even want you as a friend. Why am I about to argue with you about what you want from me as a spouse? I don't want you. What? And I say that because a lot of the stuff that we're doing now, okay, and yeah, I'm on a podcast and everything like that. And I know y'all trying to take the mics away, right? I get that. I say that because that's what a lot of times we get wrapped up in gender roles, relationships in the comment section. And we feel we owe people that. We feel, and then if you're an influencer and then you pop out with a boo thing or you get spotted in public with a boo, oh, then you said you were single. Did they? Did they say they were single or did they just not tell you their business? You know what I mean? So I say that, like, why are you spending time? And then people always want to argue with you. And I'm like, are you interested in me? No, I would never date a woman with you. Then why are you arguing with me? Why are you spending this much time? Are you getting paid for this? I doubt it. This ain't even your post. This engagement don't even go to you. So it ain't making you money. It ain't making you come. Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes, you know, you're not learning nothing from it. Maybe. But are you really? Then why are we spending time on here? Why? Just block it. I used to not block people because I didn't want them to think like, "Oh, I made her block me. Yeah, I won." And I'm like, "Baby, no, you didn't. I don't care. And I'm not gonna block you, so you know I don't care. I'm just blatantly ignoring you because I'm not wasting my time talking to you." But now I'm just at an age where I'm just like, "You gotta go, block." Like, I don't even want you breathing my internet air. Like, get up out of there, okay? And I've been like this, y'all. This is not even just the internet because when I was younger. Like, I used to tell guys they were wasting my free my free minutes. Remember when you had to pay? You had to wait till after 7 or 9. 7 if you had a little money, but it was like nights and weekends was free minutes. I'm like, "You're wasting my free minutes. Sir, you are wasting my unlimited minutes. I'm not about to argue with you." And they were like, "What?" Yeah, I just want to let you know that I'm just blatantly ignoring you now. But that's just how I've always been. So I just want you guys to understand that, like, you don't owe them nothing. You don't owe anyone explanations. If it's not your spouse or significant other, you don't owe them an explanation. And if it's your kids, I say kids too, because a lot of times kids need things to be explained to them and I encourage, like, again, I don't have children, so I'm not telling you how to parent, but I definitely encourage people to talk to their kids. Like, I talk to my nephews, those are my kids. I talk to them, I explain, ask me questions, because I would rather make sure that I'm giving you information that I would like for you to live by, and I have your best interest at heart because I love and I care for you. These people out here don't give a damn about you, so they're going to tell you whatever. And I just want to make sure that you hear it from someone who loves you and has your best interests at heart before you hear it from somebody out here. That's how my mama did me. There was times in rooms where I was very uncomfortable because she was talking about sex and all kind of other things, and I was like, ugh. And the adults was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, your daughter's here. Like, get your daughter out." And they were just like, your kid's here." And she was like, I know. She gonna hear it from me before she hear it from a ninja in the street. And my grandfather used to put me up on game, my male cousins, my brother, so that when a guy would say something to me crazy out in these streets, or I would see them apply this to women. I told y'all the men in my family weren't always the greatest, but it taught me the game. So when I was out here in these streets, you know what I'm saying? and a guy would say something or do something to me, that wasn't the first time I heard it. And I've already peeped game. You feel me? So I do that with my nephew. So I encourage people to do that because I feel like that made me, I was already book smart, but I feel like that helped me with my street smarts and helped me to decipher and have discernment, when I'm out here in these streets. So I say your children because of that reason, right? Your spouse needs an explanation of your significant other because the internet be causing drama. Okay. They just miserable and cause drama. But other than that, you don't owe nobody nothing, honey. You don't. Not in your personal life. No, not even your job. Unless your job has something to do with you got an image or you can't do something, but that should be a contract that you agreed upon before you took that job, right? You should have read the fine print, read all those things, and asked the necessary questions before you sign that dotted line. But you don't owe them people nothing. And baby, it's not a secret. It's just not your goddamn business. Period. No one's hiding. Hiding what? My business? I'm hiding my business from you? Somebody I don't know, don't care about, don't have my best interests at heart. You're just purely here for entertainment purposes only. Stay your ass over there in that section and stop trying to come up over in the VIP. Stop trying to get on stage. This ain't your show. Sit over there and mind your business and just wait for whatever I decide I want to give you. Okay? And I suggest you guys do that, okay? Everybody don't deserve an explanation because everybody doesn't have your best interests at heart. Everybody ain't here to see you win, okay? Everybody in the bleachers ain't cheering for you. The opponent has a section too in the bleachers. All right? Some people are literally just there to see you to make sure you lose. They're just there to make sure you don't win. Stop thinking everybody your friend, okay? Just because they follow you or they might have supported you and shared something or threw a gift at you or subscribed. These people are, baby, we can get into monitoring spirits, but I don't want to hold y'all too long. But there's a lot of people that's literally monitoring spirits. They're just here to watch your every move to make sure that you don't win. That's it. And if you guys have ever followed me on any other platform before, when you've heard me talk about this, one of my favorite sermons was when the pastor was, I can't think of the Bible verse, but the pastor was talking about being on assignment for God. Okay. And I'm gonna end with this. The pastor was talking about being on an assignment for God. Everybody on this earth, whomever you pray to, whatever, but everybody here has a purpose in life, right? And he said, you're on assignment for God. And we're just navigating through life, figuring out what this assignment is and completing this assignment. But he also said, but remember, the devil has assigned people to your assignment, and their whole purpose is to make sure you don't complete your assignment. That's what a lot of these people are doing. They are literally here to interrupt you, interrupt your peace, interrupt your life, and make sure that you don't fulfill your assignment. You are on assignment for God. And that hit me hard because there are times where I would sit and I'm just like, oh my God, but God, you said this was what I was supposed to be doing and where I was supposed to go. But there's all these hurdles and obstacles. Like, why would you allow this to happen if this is what I'm doing, what you said? And, we get to ask God, why? And we want to blame God. But then I had to remember, Pastor said that the enemy is on assignment to my assignment. And their whole purpose is to make sure I don't complete my assignment. So that's not God doing that. God is paving the way and protecting you more than you know. Okay? God is protecting you more than you know. And sometimes the things that you want in life that you don't get is part of your protection. You just have to have faith and you have to trust that God knows best. The only assignment is God's assignment, okay? And that's the same with people, okay? I know we're talking about social media, but that's in life in general. I say social media because what are we on right now, right? You're going to get off here and probably scroll another platform, and that's cool. But just understand that you don't owe anybody any explanations, all right? You don't have to disclose every part of your life. You don't. Like, who are they to tell you that? No. And understand that you are on assignment, but the devil has put the enemy is in on assignment to your assignment. And their assignment is to make sure you don't complete your assignment. So understand that when these people are doing that, when you're getting frustrated, when people are trolling you, okay, in real life and on social media, because there's some trolls in real life too. There's trolls in real life too. Just 'cause you think they sign out and turn their phone off and then they're just back to being an amazing human being. No, they're still bitter, they're still miserable, and they're still going to troll. right? They're still going to project. So understand that. And once you have that, it say when you change your perspective, you change the way you look at things. And when you change the way you look at things, you change your perspective. Once you understand that, once I understood that, a lot of weight was lifted off my shoulders. I didn't feel like I had to please everybody. I didn't feel like I had to do this. I didn't blame God anymore. You know what I mean? Because that happens. I'm not perfect. I'm human, right? I wasn't sitting here in my own like woe is me and why me, this always happens to me, and just sulking and all that there, because I was like, oh, and I knew that every time it got stronger, like the devil, like they say, the devil is busy. Every time it would get stronger and the hate would get stronger and the rumors and all of just the nonsense, I'm like, oh, I'm getting real close, huh? I'm getting real close to the finish line, aren't? And you getting mad, you sending more, and you sending more at me. That's why I say with every breakdown there is a breakthrough, because when you just feel like you cannot go on and you just can't, and it's just like one thing after another, baby, that blessing is right there. You getting so close to finishing that the devil is getting scared. Okay, the enemy assigned to your assignment is getting nervous, and they throwing everything at you now, and that's why you feel so heavy. That's why you feel so drained. That's why you're just like, F it, I'm about to, no, keep going, because like I said, with every breakdown there is a breakthrough. All right, you guys, I hope that just brought something. I got chills. Like I it's my own message. Okay. I ain't no pastor or nothing, you know how I feel. I'm probably not gonna be invited to a church after I said my pet peeve is pew 1 through 3. But like, you know what I'm saying? God's still working on me or whatever. But nah, for real, on a serious note, you guys, I hope that brought somebody needed to hear that. And I hope this, poetically positive moment brought somebody some peace, and helped you understand that what you are doing and the things that you are going through right now, it's almost over. Like you're almost there. It's supposed to happen. I know there's some shady shit going on, but it's supposed to happen, okay? Learn from it. And that's just the enemy who's assigned to your assignment. And they going hard because you're doing exactly what you need to do. All right? So I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, you guys. Make sure you go ahead, comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Share this out to somebody, y'all. Share it to somebody who you don't think has seen this, because we're trying to get these subscribers up. Definitely helps the channel. Okay, all the likes, all the comments, all the shares, all that helps you guys. So please do so and share it out. But I am your girl, That's So Juicy, and this has been another episode of the Poetically Petty podcast, you guys. Remember, no matter what you do, all right, stay positive, stay poetic, and stay petty. Peace.
Yeah, poetically petty, that's so juicy. That's her.